But even when I watched the, have you watched When They See Us?
Everyone's been telling me about that. I haven't seen it.
I should have did my research before I watched it.
Really?
Yeah, because I kind of jumped in it.
Do you know what? You're same like me. I just jumped in. I didn't read. I've heard about it. Obviously, when I listen to like Breakfast Club, they always said they mentioned the Central Park 5 and all of that, and I never really knew what it was. So I never. But then I was like, let me watch this. So when I watched that, big man, I'm not gonna lie. See, I'm not a man that gets emotional over any like certain time if I go cinema.
Start crying, yeah.
Yeah, and then like. You get me? The gal is crying and that. I'm like, well, fix up, man. It's a film. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I think I shed a tear one time still.
Serious?
No, you see this one. No, this was bro. I was like, Jesus, like what he went through, and even in episode 4, I was like,
I haven't seen it, and I still need to catch up.
I feel like everyone needs to watch that. Every youth needs to watch that to understand. Listen,
To be honest with you, the story that I told you how I started music.
Yeah.
This movie or a show, whatever you call it, kind of brought me back to my time in there. Like, yo, shit, this could have been me.
Could have been you.
Wow.
And you could have.
That's true, you know. Yeah.
You could have went in for years, fam.
Yeah.
But even the circumstance, then you beating someone up, you wouldn't have been really in their circumstance, because their circumstance, they're going in for rape, fam. And then when they're saying that's the worst crime you could do, you're already going in there and man want to kill them already. But then you could say you beat up someone, and a certain man might be wary of you, like, rah, they might not want to fight you or might want to get, and you're said, but these men want to kill these.
All right, with I don't know how it is here, but in Canada, I think, to what I hear, because I never actually went to no damn jail, but I hear that in 2 years, if you're doing 2 years or less, you go to like a county jail.
Okay.
If you're doing over that, you go to prison.
Yeah.
They want to give me 5 years, so I was going to prison, bro.
He's got prison.
See, and with me, I don't believe 18-year-olds make you a man.
No, of course not.
Right? It's experience and where you're at that time.
Yeah.
So that's why you have 40-years out here. They're still children. They're not men. They just have hair and getting old.
Still wearing Avrexes and stuff.
Yeah. And this Avrex.
It's on the Avrex flex, you know.
See, so it's like, I'm looking at like little me now, that all I wanted to do was play video games and play basketball. Is going to prison, bro.
And you're not understanding that.
I'll mess up your psyche.
And I'm smaller than how I am now, because I'm still not big, right? And I'm going to have some big man tell. First of all, if you get arrested, the first thing they do is tell you, say, yo, bend over and spread it. Yeah, that's and turn around and lift up your nutsack.
Jeez.
That alone psychologically, like, yo, this is every day.
That's going to fuck you up.
And then you have some big man now that's doing life in prison that's around you every day, seeing a little youth now. And me's like, I'm a cute kid. See? You're going to look at me and he's going to say, yo, did the guard tell you to spread it today? I'm like, this morning, it's like, well, you got to spread it now.
Nah, fam.
I'm not having that.
Yeah, you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to fight your way through.
Oh,
you're going to have to fight your way through.
Bro, this one youth named Derek lift me up wicked and threw me across a room one day. And I'm thinking, like, Derek could do that to me.
Then when you go to jail,
what's going to happen in prison? Bro, I never gave trouble again.
Yeah, I wasn't.
If you argue with me right now, I say, yo, God bless you. Have a nice day.
You know what? It's a good point, you know. You know, back in the days, especially when, well, I guess my age group, when we were younger, like, someone stepped on your trainers, it was a fight. If someone looked at you wrong, it was a fight. I'm pretty sure it still goes on now, but now you just get stabbed or shot.
Basically. No, basically.
It's nonsense. Like, it's crazy. Because at that particular point in time, you're just basically saying, I don't want my freedom, innit?
Basically.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, because any situation you get into at that time, as a young, and it's the youngers, obviously they're still going through it. You're seeing man them running up and down. I looked on Farron's page the other day, and the man had a big sword with fire coming out. Because he pressed the thing and he's swinging it and fire. I'm like, bro, what kind of weapon is that, bro? What's this, Game of Thrones? Like, man want kill man and chop man up with fire.
You know what it is? I think the problem is,
you don't need them kind of weapons on the road. Bro, it's not that
that's
bad
on
of
the
a
road.
war zone in London for you to have a sword with a fire on it. Fam.
That's on the road.
But that's on the road. Bro, I'm going to show you right now. You know what? I'm going to show you right now. I'm not even, you think I'm joking, fam. Like, this don't need to be in London, fam. Like, we're not in, this ain't World War III, fam.
But that's how
But even today, I heard someone...
I'm going to post this up on YouTube as well, so you lot can see.
Why is this necessary? Are you slaying a dragon?
That, fam?
But you know what it is, though, yeah?
What kind of madness is... What do you need that for, fam? Like, who's coming to war you?
I don't think he's going outside with this. Like, I would have this just to, like, say, yo, I have this.
But why? But just to say that you got this. Like, I've got to fight, bro.
Like, I would watch Game of Thrones with this by my side.
No, but he's a man right now that's taking weapons off the street and trying to help the youth and that.
So he got this off the street?
Yeah, he took it off the street.
There's no... I can understand if you're afraid of people and someone's coming to fight you and you pull that out. Like, someone has to think different about you. Think about it. Someone's come to stab you with like a little small knife, and you pull out a sword that has fire on it, bro.
But that's
I'm thinking twice, you know.
Bro, that's chopping off your head instantly, fam.
Why don't people fight no more?
Instantly.
And sealing up the wound with the fire.
Why don't no one fight no more? Why does everything have to be guns and knives?
Because Anthony Joshua's getting knocked out. That's why. They see what can happen.
Did you see it? That's it. We could get into that Anthony Joshua conversation.
God. I can't believe it.
I couldn't believe it as well, fam.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Was it?
Like, you've gone over to him. I don't know. I feel like
he's made this himself at home.
Of course they've made that. That's a made weapon, bro. Or it's come from the army.
He's trying to slice you and heal you at the same time.
At the same time.
No, you can't slice and heal, fam. That's crazy, fam.
You carried it, the burn.
The burn.
Yeah, but that's chopping something off straight away. So what you say?
And heal it up. Yeah, you can't put it back.
Yeah, you can't put that back. You can't put that back. There's no doctor or nurse out there that is saving you from that. But yeah, Anthony Joshua, I don't know, man. He disappointed the whole of the UK. I'm not gonna lie, fam.
I was, you know what it is? I wanted him to fight Wilder.
That's what everyone wanted.
He's getting knocked out though, isn't he? He's getting knocked out.
Wilder's knocking him out. Sorry, Joshua, but after that last fight,
you know what it is? Yeah, and
you can't get knocked down 4 times as well. Not like that.
I keep saying this.
As the champion.
As the champion.
Joshua is the better fighter, innit? He's more technically sound
than Wilder.
Wilder's 100 times
angry,
over.
man.
But Wilder just has to hit you once.
And that's it.
And it's over.
That's it. And I don't think Joshua's strong enough. Like, his chin's not strong enough for a Wilder punch right now.
I think that...
You know what it is? It's like, for example, now, you're upset with me.
Yeah.
And I'm not upset at you. But you want to fight, and I not necessarily want to fight you.
Yeah.
I'm dying, you know, because you want to fight and I don't want to fight. And Wilder looks like he wants to fight all the time.
He's got more of the heart. Like, you're ready. But you know when a man's ready, like, you could be stronger.
Yeah.
But if a man comes at you with more heart, it's long. Like, you might like with Mike Tyson. Look at Mike Tyson.
Right.
Mike Tyson went in every fight and he's looking in a man's eye. Man saying he's gonna eat your children. Big man, psychologically already, you're
Mike
done.
Tyson, it wasn't hard. I think he just mentally wasn't there, boy.
I said he just wasn't mentally there.
No,
the man come in the ring and tell you you're gonna eat your kids. Look at a man and be like, listen, alright, cool, you know what?
But even that, though, I heard an interview with Mike Tyson, and he was like, think about it, you could die in this ring. So you have to put yourself in that mind frame that you're gonna fight. Jeez. So he has to get angry enough
to try and
to hit your head up.
No,
Because
he said he psychologically gets in their head. He said he would look in your eyes, and if you look away once, he's already knows that he won.
Even if you blink, he's like,
he's won the fight. Just look at, if you go back to his fights and you look how he's just looking at a man, he's just looking in his eyes, and he'll be like, if he looks away an inch, he's like, he's won. That's what a man say. I'm gonna eat your kids, fam. If a man tells me he's gonna eat my kids, I'm like, listen, alright, cool, this fight's done. I'm like, yo, ring the bell. We're going home, fam. It's long.
Yo, as the bell ring, I'm grabbing my chest and hitting the floor.
You get, and after you see what Mike Tyson's done to the rest of the man, then, fam. Because you couldn't even really get close to him. You try and hug him, he gets in and he just gives you the uppercut to the chin, fam.
He was a lot shorter
He's
as well.
small, yeah.
Come on,
he
bro.
was bobbing and weaving, and he was heavy
But
in both hands as well.
But saying that, even like, cool, even if you are big, with the reason why Anthony Joshua was disappointed, did you see the Fury fight last night?
Yes.
I didn't watch it, but I saw
don't really watch
clips.
fights like that.
Fam, the Fury, big man. You see, my man gave about 7 or 8 combos, and he dodged every single. Like, my man swung, he missed every single one of them.
Look at the head movement here from Tyson Fury. Make a miss. 3, 4. I mean, this was truly a master clinic. This right one here. Single round.
Yo.
Every one of them. I said Fury's a bad. Look how big he is, and he looks sloppy-ish. If you look at him, he looks sloppy-ish.
He's the best heavyweight.
He's a very good boxer, fam.
He shouldn't be doing the things he's doing, coming back from what he came back from.
Do you get what I'm saying?
He shouldn't be.
I knew Joshua can't handle Fury.
He shouldn't be
Never.
doing what he's doing.
Never,
There's
fam.
no
Like, you need to
way.
watch the fight. The way he was bobbing and weaving, the man, even the man that was trying to punch, I felt sorry for him. Because I would
get
be
close.
thinking, like, the fuck is wrong with this guy, fam? Because he's really giving, and he's got him on the ropes, giving the shots, and Fury is dodging every single one of
And
them.
think about it. If you're trying to give someone 8 of your best punches, you're like, any one of these hit you, you're dead, and you miss all of them. You know what your brain goes to? Like, this man's gonna kill me.
How can you miss all of them? But even after when he got knocked down in his last fight, and he got to close like to 8, and he just got up. After that, I'm not even fighting no more. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy, fam? Like, Irish man
Wilder
anyway,
was saying that it felt like he had baby oil on him. You just can't hit him.
You can't. He's slippery, fam.
Mayweather was like that too, though.
Mayweather was more, he just had his shoulder on lock. So you could still hit him, but you wouldn't really touch him.
The thing with Fury is constantly moving.
Constantly.
He doesn't stand still. He's constantly moving.
And his name is really Fury.
Nah, real talk. Real talk. So after seeing that, the boxing thing's mad. Yeah, the boxing thing's mad. But you know what? Shout out.
If I was Joshua, there's no point in fighting Wilder as long, man.
Not like that.
Do you think that he's going to win the
it's
rematch, though?
What's that?
Joshua?
Yeah.
He would have to be motivated to.
I think he will. He will.
You know what it is, though? Think about it. Like, he went to that level and being undefeated, and then all these things start coming to him. Like, after a while, you don't even want to fight no more. You just want to live in this glory.
You're comfortable.
You're comfortable. You don't want to fight.
I feel like that's what I slightly thought about when he went to America. I feel like because here you could be reserved and you can get on with your boxing, you can get on with your training. Like, people will see you in the street, but you're not gonna, like, here's not Hollywood. You see, when you get to America, bro, you see the camera lights and the glitz and the glamour that they're gonna have around you. The whole campaign that they had going leading up to that.
To be honest, he doesn't look like a fighter to me.
You don't think he looks like a fighter?
No, he looks like,
it's a bit stiff, innit?
no, he looks like a football. Like, he looked like he could do like movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua.
Yeah. So when they've gone
I've
over
never
there,
seen a fighter, maybe Muhammad Ali, but I've never seen a fighter that look like he's clean all the time.
Yeah, he's clean all the time. And you think about even the interviews. When he's gone and
Muhammad
done a
Ali.
Breakfast Club interview, once you do a Breakfast Club interview, you're exposed to the world on a different scale.
Yo, this man wears tight pants, eh? Tight pants. And the thing's gripping his ankle like right here. And his foot is well greased.
We say man ain't even got
You're
a
not
dry spot on the ankle.
You're not taking fighting serious. I've never met a fighter that was
We
clean.
say man's too clean to be
Yeah, he's
fighting, man.
GQ.
That's a GQ.
Like, he looks like he shows up to the fight with a briefcase and his gloves is in the briefcase
Nah, you're taking the
and the mouth guard, and he just opens it and then that's it.
Man
It
got
turns
the
up
golden gloves.
like LeBron. You know the LeBron suit?
Yeah, like that's how he looks like he shows up to the fight.
Yeah.
Wilder looks like he drove a Honda Civic there.
No, Wilder
Wilder looks like he's dressed to fight from the night before sleeping
He
and wake
means
up like,
business.
yeah.
He means business.
Yeah, he does.
And I think with him as well. Because
And look when he was done that interview and they said, yo, boom, boom, boom. He said, till this day, man took off his glasses. He's like, yo, you could see the hunger in a man's eyes.
And that's the reporter.
That's a reporter, fam.
What's
Man,
he going to do to fight if that's the reporter? He's just asking a question.
Yeah, he just one question. A man took off his glasses and said, till this day. Like, you're like, "Rah." Even I was shook when he come in the camera. I was like, "Rah." You get me? But obviously, yeah, Joshua does do the clean thing. And maybe he's not getting himself as angry. Like, he might need to start having that trash talk in him. You get what I'm saying? To build it.
I think it's got to be who he is, innit? But reality is,
To be honest, he's in the same class like a Lennox Lewis, because Lennox Lewis is clean too.
Well, Lennox Lewis was good though.
Yeah,
He's very
Lennox
good
Lewis was
still.
like, I've put them in the same. Like, Lennox Lewis, he never. I don't hear him trash talking anybody. The only thing that I remember
He
Lennox
criticizes.
Lewis
That's it.
came out to was like his entry songs were always like the low blow. Like when he fought Mike Tyson, he came out to Bob Marley's Crazy Ballets. Like, I'm gonna chase these crazy. Like, I was like, yo,
That's the motivational.
yeah, like Mike
Music is
Tyson, you're
motivational.
done. Like, if you're playing that, because Bob Marley meant business with that.
I'm telling
So
you.
like, if this is what he's meditating to,
yeah, serious.
he ain't trying to knock you. He's trying to take your soul.
I saw Ali Fraser 3 last night. Again, have you seen that fight?
The third fight.
Yeah. Have you seen that fight?
I ain't seen that.
No, I thought they only fought twice.
Best fight ever, man.
Is it? I might go watch it still.
13 rounds.
13.
Yeah, they're doing 15 back then, innit?
Are they doing 50 now?
No,
Nah,
12.
Doing 12 now.
12. But I know Mayweather said that he used to train 24 rounds.
It's either
Like
13 or 14. Sorry, 15 or 14. But yeah, 13th round, and Fraser gave up. But he didn't give up because he had been badly beaten.
Man just tired.
They were both. After he gave up, Ali just dropped to the floor.
Bro, do you know how hard one round is?
Yo,
One round, people think that, but one round, remember, if you're in a street fights only probably last 30 to a minute. Like 30 seconds to a minute.
You'd
but
hope
then
so.
see when you
Well,
when you
hope
see
so.
stuff
Rush.
like that, yeah. Do you still think Mayweather is the best boxer?
He doesn't box. He just dodges all the
Yeah,
time.
This is what I'm trying to say.
He knew what he was doing. Like, he got to a part of a career where he was
Like,
like, I just don't get
a lot of
touched.
people say, "Oh, he's the best ever. He's the best ever." But really, is he?
His record is the best ever.
Nah,
If
but
you want to say that.
even
If you want to
that-
say that.
Isn't it the same? It's still the same as Rocky Marciano, isn't it?
No, I think he went one up. Well, it's the same without McGregor. If you want to be honest, it's the same. Yeah, like, but the McGregor just took him over that one extra.
Rocky Marciano.
Yeah, he's the one that has the same unbeaten record as Mayweather.
Really?
Yeah,
I think he had like 49.
49 unbeaten, but Mayweather took it.
On YouTube, there's this kid that's going around talking about he's like 5,008 undefeated.
Do
you see it? And what he was doing, like he was just going like to random, like he'll come in here, like full geared up and start beating on one of us.
I think I've seen him.
And that's it.
Isn't that the same guy that Wilder
and then
knocked out?
the not Wilder and some other guy got him in the gym, and the first lick he gave him, guys running out of the gym.
Jeez.
And then when the dude turned around, he tried to run back in and rush him again.
I heard this. Yeah, that was Roger Mayweather.
Was it?
Okay.
He was fighting Roger Mayweather, yeah. And then they tried to sucker punch him and then somebody beat him up.
Okay.
But yeah.
Anyway, let's get into quickly about I just want to shout out the fathers, just talk quickly about Father's Day. Obviously today's Father's Day, but you know what I was thinking today? Is there more fathers in children's life more today, or is it just highlighted more? Or do you feel like fathers have to be more in it because of social media and stuff like that? As in, like, back in the day, even we grew up together in it, so we grew up in a block, and I feel like personally, like you was the only family or the only man that had family and had a no, I'm real talk, because like my dad weren't there. Ada's dad, Andre's dad, Andre dad come back later, but you was the only one that really had the mum and dad in the house. But then we only confined to our area, so we only knew what was in our area. So now everything's exposed. To me today, it seems like there's a lot more fathers in their children's life. But I don't know if it's just that because of social media.
I think the world has just become a smaller place.
We see it.
I think the world has just become a smaller place now. Plus, people are a bit more aware of their actions because they're being held accountable now as well. Yeah,
so this is what I'm saying. Our fathers there now because they feel like if I'm not there, I'm going to be held accountable. So it's going to get highlighted like, yo, their baby mom can just go on the social media and say, yo, boom, boom, boom.
But the other thing as well, though, is that the reason why a lot of fathers are not in their children's lives, it's not only down to the fathers, sometimes down to the mothers as well. The mothers being difficult and making it such a situation that the man just feels like, you know what, this is long, man.
These are not the things that's being spoken about.
Because
a lot of fathers would go missing back in the day. And it just seems like they've gone missing. They've left the family or whatever.
There's a lot of women that'll be like, no, you're not seeing your child.
100%. That happens all the time.
Right, and then they'll get married or get a next boyfriend and move to some next country or next part of the country, and the guy don't even know where the child is. All of a sudden, he's being labelled as a deadbeat dad.
This is where,
but he has no access.
Yeah, but this is where it might come into play, where it seems like there's more fathers now, or more fathers are involved now because. Number one, the mum might not be able to get away with that so much because he can complain and say, "Yo, rah, this is what you're doing," and you can actually see now, like, "Yo, boom, receipts are there. I've got documents now." It's vice versa, same on the mum on the father. Like, I've got documents. He's not really here, so now the evidence is there you can really see who's not there. So now everyone might be just on a thing where we have to make this. We have to do this.
But you know the kids who grew up without the fathers, around. Obviously, the father was there, but around. They're the ones who are trying to change things for their kids, innit?
Exactly.
So I think there's more awareness. So they're trying to be there for their kids. They're trying to be more, what's the word? Even if they're not with the mother, trying to be
involved.
Yeah. So
because I feel like now there's more education, there's more understanding. We understand how kids feel. If we've gone through a situation of our fathers not being there, we know the feeling of that. Regardless whether your parent was with the mum or whatever. So when you get into a situation, if you don't want to be with you understand the effect that it will have on the child.
Right.
You understand that the child will understand everything that's going in the household from the beginning.
Question: how old are you?
31.
How old are you?
36.
All right. So what I realized too with us, especially us, because we're 80s babies, right?
Yeah.
We grew up watching shows on TV with our people, like black people, like Fresh Prince and all that.
Prince.
Parents
I feel
were
like
there.
Will Smith grew, man. I'm feeling them.
And the Huxtables, whether or not you like Bill Cosby or whatever, his show was
it grew
man, a lot of us to be like, yo, I want to be like Cliff Huxtable, and I need a clear in my life. And I want to have all these children and stuff like that. But then if you ever think about like what was being promoted before that, it's like, oh, guys are deadbeats, women don't need that, then welfare. I don't know if you call it over here, but
like,
stuff like that. Like, it's more promoted, like for example, like back home,
Mm.
this girl wanted to get like assistance, right?
Okay.
And they're like, well, she didn't need it,
Mm.
but the counselor was like, you can get assistance, but your baby father can't live here.
And that comes into play
See?
as well.
So now you're thinking, okay, so you're willing to pay her to not have the man around.
Yeah.
That's what I was coming to as well.
mad.
The government tend to go to the mothers and give them everything they need, all the support that they need, without actually a man being there. So they could say, so a lot of us in our era, it probably was like that. And like, look, yo, listen, we'll be the father for you.
Right.
Government are saying we'll be the father. You don't even need my man around.
Yeah,
We'll
well,
give you-
do you guys get like assistance, like the
Yeah,
more
get-
kids you have, the more money you get from the government?
Now,
think
no,
it's
not the
changed
more,
a little
not the
bit.
more kids you have. I think 2. If you go past 3, they're not helping you. If
Really?
you got 3, that you're not getting no help. So when Labour was in power, it was a lot of that. Yeah, boom.
Oh, there were kids were having kids.
Yeah, kids
cause
were
it's
having
The
kids.
council flats.
Cause-
Now a lot of people don't even realize it's changed or recent. So your 2 kids, they're gonna help you. Like they'll
Right.
give you benefits or nursery fees and all of those things. But you see, if you go on the 3rd one, they're not helping you. No.
Because back home they have baby bonuses. Like every kid is getting, I don't know, maybe like $5 a month.
How
So
is it?
$5 a month per child.
I don't know. Like I don't have no.
Mate,
no-
Christ.
that's you might as well
People
stay
be
home then, innit?
popping out youths every
Yeah,
week.
but so
like
you
that.
realize now that a lot of people start having more kids because that check
Yeah,
is piling up. So now
Yeah.
you don't like 5. Like if all your kids live together,
5 kids.
like 5
Two
bills
five.
could
What?
That's
Only
a lot
a
of
job.
money, man.
like one check could take care of all of them if all of them live together.
yeah.
What am I going to work for?
Man, I got you, well, bro. Bro, I'm
Yeah,
staying
they're
out.
balling.
I'm with my girl just popping up. Yeah, because just pop out another one, man. That's
Mind you,
another
you
5 bills
can't.
there.
Mind you, you can't quote me on the 5 bills.
Yeah, obviously, no. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think it's because 5 bills. If it was, then Canada
Oh,
would be
man.
overpopulated right now.
Nah.
No, but I think it's just mindset as well. Innit? Like you said, sometimes people just wanna. They've seen a particular way of living and they wanna. That's what they wanna do. Innit?
Yeah.
I think the way we grew up, especially for the girls, even those in relationships now, I think some of them are still having issues because of the way they were brought up.
All right.
Do you understand? Because you've been brought up thinking, you don't need a guy to make you this. You don't need a guy. I'm not saying you do, but we complement each other, innit?
Yes.
But when you have the mentality that, I can do everything myself, that's when it starts to bring problems. And then
Right.
we'll have
Yeah, 'cause
children.
naturally, men are providers as well.
You
And
know
if
what?
we feel like we don't want to provide.
You know what it is, yeah? I'm African, yeah? And our, what do you call it, format is the man is the provider, innit?
Yeah.
And the woman is the one that looks at. I'm not saying that it's,
Yeah,
this is
we
the
don't-
foundation level, yeah? The man, there's no excuse, you have to provide.
Yeah.
And the woman, you look after the kids in the house as a foundation. Now,
Well,
above
I mean,
that,
that's natural.
It's natural.
It's a
but
natural
some
thing.
people fight against it.
Yeah, no,
but
obviously
above that,
we are fighting
obviously,
against
you can both, contribute and help each other and do all that
Right.
kind of stuff. But I think you need that foundation where everybody knows their role.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes that's what's missing nowadays. People don't know their roles.
Exactly.
Like it's like, okay, the man's become the woman, the woman's become the man.
This is why mental health is on a rise.
Boy.
The what?
Mental health right now is on a rise because you know what, women have come up, like they've come up, and I'm not saying they shouldn't ever, like the equal rights thing and all of that.
When
like,
you take away
everyone when you take away his
a man's purpose,
Right.
you messed him up,
yeah, and they don't realize that. The world is not realizing, like, if you take away the man's purpose, you take away him providing, because now the woman's providing, the woman is making as much money as the man, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone should, but now because like we could make the same money and still,
No, but it's
and
not.
we still need to
Do you
provide.
know what it is? Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
It's not even about that. You could be in a relationship with a woman who makes more money than you.
Yeah.
Hell, the house could be hers, but it's the
But
way
man's-
she deals with you.
All right.
You understand? Like she's not gonna talk to you like you're a little boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dialogue has to be
You understand?
of respect.
Exactly.
On both
But
sides.
then, but you see, when you get money, when people get money, this is why they probably say it's all the root of evil. Let's say she is making more money than you. She feels more powerful. She feels like she's the provider now. She's the breadwinner. So then naturally, do you feel like she's gonna treat you a certain way anyway? Because like like if we're meant to be a provider, instinctively, a woman's still gonna look at you like you're meant to be the provider. So if I'm making more money than you and you're meant to be the provider, really you're not providing.
Nah,
really,
but-
she can kind of. And I'm
Yeah.
saying, on paper, she shouldn't look at you in a certain way. She should look at that's my man, and we do this thing together. Like obviously, if she wants to cover a little extra bills
Yeah,
because she makes
yeah,
more P or whatever
yeah,
she wants.
yeah.
Let's say she wants something in the yard, then she can provide that for herself. Blah blah blah. But you can still be the provider. But then, do you feel like that mentality she will look at you like,
But you know,
you're not even really.
And this is
you know
why
what I'm saying.
in relationships as well, like the money that the man makes and the money that the wife makes, as far as you're both concerned, it's your money, you know. It's everybody's money. But you have some relationships where, oh, it's my money. I make this money.
I don't need you because I can do it by myself.
You understand? And all of a sudden they start to devalue the purpose of a man. A man being a provider is not just about money.
No, it's not.
You understand? A man could be in a house not working, but he's still providing. If you know, you know, innit?
Yeah,
like
he's
still providing.
But he could still provide the knowledge. And
No, but
say,
sometimes, look, you have some women that just want a man in the house. He doesn't even have to work. He just has to be there for them to feel like, you know, like...
Security. It's because it's security and safety.
Huh? I couldn't do that.
Why, I didn't have no money and sit down in the yard?
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I'll go crazy.
No, you would. No, man. That's
no,
what
because
you know
that's
what?
not who...
As men,
that's not how you're
we
programmed.
can't just sit down in the yard and
No,
not
some
do
men can though, man.
What?
Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah, but I'm talking about real men. Not joking. No, but naturally, like as a man, you don't want to just sit down in the yard because you're gonna feel like a bum. You're gonna sit down and you might be on the Xbox or the PlayStation all day.
You shouldn't.
And then you think like, rah. By the end, when you come off that game,
you don't get no respect, you know.
Of course, you don't get no.
You could be out there trying to get a job. You could be out there earning like £10,000 a year, yeah, and she's making 100 grand a year. But the fact that you're going to work every day,
there's potential.
You get respect.
Yeah, because women like to see potential. Like you can be doing nothing. Oh, you could be making nothing. Like as you said, you could be making 10 bags. But as long as you're going out, it's like and you're trying. Yeah, but then we had this. But we had this. Me and Rome's had this conversation. You know what? Shout out Rome's. I forgot to say Rome's ain't here today because he's in boxing camp. He's got a fight soon. So
that's the bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Oh, see.
Yeah, everybody's in the bodybuilder. But we was having this conversation and we were saying, when it comes to like, you know, making the I don't even know what I was gonna say. I'm not gonna lie. Forgot. Completely went out.
No, but yeah, more or less the same thing, isn't it? Like, I think it's just like I said earlier on. Everyone knows their role and just treat each other with respect. It don't matter who makes more money. Sometimes men do it too. Because we make more money, or we're the stronger species, or whatever you want to call it, we take advantage as well, innit? Oh, like I'm looking after you. I'm the one putting a roof over your head.
But sometimes it's in reverse too.
100%.
A lot of men can't take or feel comfortable knowing that the woman makes more than them, so they forfeit the relationship.
Right.
True.
It's true.
You know what I mean? So like, yo, I don't feel comfortable here, so I'm out.
Yeah, it's true. They'll go and find somebody weaker.
Exactly, because they want someone to control.
Weaker,
But listen, there's a lot of guys out here that literally look for girls with no self-esteem.
Not
but
me.
That's what I was coming back to that point where I was saying about, you know, the woman, like you can be in the yard, but and women will say, yo, as long I'm looking for a man that has ambition and potential, as long as he's got that. But then, do they really mean that? Because a man could have ambition to do something, but he's been trying to do it for 20, 30 years, and it gets to a period where women just like, is ambition really enough for a woman to stay? Because look at a man like, this was the example I used, the KFC brother. He might have had ambition for years, bro. He didn't make it to his 79. That's why you see an old man on KFC. Yeah. Because he said that he went out 1,200 times or whatever and got rejected.
He even came to Canada to start it.
Is it?
Yeah, that's where it started.
Do you get what I'm saying? So he had to branch out and start something, and he didn't make that until he was 79. So are you going to stick by a man that has that ambition for that long? Are you gonna? Is women really gonna stick by that man?
It depends on that woman and what she wants, innit? So, for example, if you're just after a good man, and you know that he's a good man who's also trying to make a name for himself, then as far as you're concerned, you're just there, innit? Yeah. Like you're with him. Whether he makes it or not, that's not the case. Yeah. Because he's a good man, and that's what you want. And you have other girls or women who want a successful man. You understand what I'm saying? Like they want a man who, you know, has got money. Yeah. So in that situation,
that's scary to me,
mate. In that situation, they'll meet a guy, innit? And then the guy might be, let's say he's on like 50k or whatever. She's looking for a guy on maybe like, you know, a couple of hundred or whatever. And she's like, okay, cool. Let me just give him time, innit? He's got a few things working. Something's gonna pop off. It just depends on what that woman wants. For me personally, I think it's the wrong mentality, innit? Yeah. Like you shouldn't be going to a relationship or looking for somebody who's got money. You want somebody who's going to treat you with respect, isn't going to take the piss out of you, and is going to be your partner through life, for richer or for poorer. That's your starting point.
That's your starting point.
Not what car is he driving.
Yeah.
How many houses has he got? You understand? Like how deep is his pocket?
Because if any of that goes, that's all material stuff. Once that goes, then where's
she's
the
gone
real...
too.
Yeah, she's done. Yeah, she's gone too. Because where's the real foundation? Where's the love that you started off with? That like you have to see the passion within the person, or know that you could communicate with this person, have some kind of connection.
Yeah.
If you don't have a connection, then
Like, I
mean,
always say to
they
people,
have to have value in, like, find value in the relationship too.
exactly.
You know what I mean? Because if you don't find value in a relationship, then I'm not gonna say the woman, because men do it too.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So for example, now, like with some women, it might be, oh, Greg next door has a newer Range Rover than your 1992 one, or for the man now, you know, Becky's body is new and it's bigger and like that's I'm into that plastic thing now, because that's a trend.
That's mad.
See, are you gonna do this? And she be like, no, I'm good with my body. He's like, yo, get out of here. You don't see the girls I'm on TV.
Exactly.
I was talking to a girl last week, right? And what was it? Basically, she's seeing this guy, yeah, and he's not quite her type, but he's a good guy, yeah. And she's saying, I don't want to fully commit, just in case somebody who's more my type comes along.
Bump it out.
Yeah,
That's mad.
and I said to her, listen, somebody's like, there's always going to be someone better.
Always.
Like, that's just life. Like, there's always going to be someone better, but you have to make a decision in it, that this is what I've chosen.
Not necessarily, bro. I don't think so. I don't think there's like, what's for you is
What's
for you.
Yeah, if there's something for you, then there can be nothing better.
Like,
as in, there could be better looks and better money and whatever. But if someone's for you,
Yep.
then that's for you.
But you know what it is, though? You
And
be
you don't
in a-
see nothing else.
Bro,
You've
I'm
got tunnel
telling you.
vision, fam.
You could be in a relationship, yeah. It may not be right for you, yeah. But at the beginning, it will feel like it's for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Something
But
new.
like for me, from experience,
Yep.
like you have girl, like for example, you're a wife or whatever, now, right? And you're comfortable, you talk to her as your best friend and everything. But then you see somebody that looks better, have more money and all these things, and you speak to that person for a week and you realize that she does not have what your wife has.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yep.
And that's what I'm saying. It's not necessarily better, but they say the grass is greener on the next side till you get over there, see bare snakes underneath that.
But for the first couple of days that you speak to her, you feel that, this might be better still.
Yeah.
This is the thing, innit? Like, it's... Anyway, for me personally, I feel like you just make a decision, innit? This is the person that I've chosen. And that's it. Regardless of what else is out there. I'm not interested in it.
Right.
This is the person that I've chosen. And I think people should have that mentality. Otherwise, you're always going to be looking.
You're always going to be...
And you're never going to be happy in your relationship, because this person... And the thing with human beings, right? I might do something really well, but do other things really bad. She might meet a next guy who does what I do bad really well. You know what I mean? So...
But it's always 80-20. It's always 80. You got to pick the 80-20 that you want. Because no one's going to be perfect. So if 80% of what you like and the 20% is something minor, then you have to stick with it. Because then the next person that will come with that other 20%, that 80% that you was dealing with, they might be shit on that side. And now that 20% that you was thinking about all that time,
all of a sudden,
you fucked up. But yeah.
Hey, like you see how some people that would be annoyed, like for example, if you're a partier, see, and their 20% that they have a problem with is not even really 20%, it's just with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So she might be like, why can't you stay home with me sometime? And you're annoyed because she just wants me to stay in the house. Yeah. Then when you lose her now, you'll be like, yo, I don't even want to go nowhere.
You want to stay in the house?
Just lost the 400%.
Yeah.
Or the new person you meet is never home. You're like, I just want to stay home.
Yeah, I just want to stay home. Yeah, I hear that still. I'm going to wrap that up with people's outside on that. But what you got coming up now? What adventures have you come? Shows? Any mixtapes, albums coming out?
I'm working on the new project. I don't know if I'm going to do an album yet or an EP.
Okay.
Right? And because I formed the band. So
you formed the band now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, big them up too. Hopefully next time I come here, not next time, the time after that, they'll be here. Music media management.
Shout out music media management.
Diana's doing a lot of great things, like Middlesbrough. She's now the Duchess of up there.
What are you saying? The Duchess up there, yeah?
Yeah. Come on. So it's nice. She has to hire more security for when I come back. Come on. Yeah, just look out for new music.
Definitely. Yeah. Give them the socials, let them know where they can find you.
At Kirk Diamond, KIRK Diamond. And yeah,
that will come up on the YouTube anyway. You'll see that. So for everyone out there on the YouTube, shout out Kirk Diamond for coming through. Obviously, the podcast we're just gonna do Bang of the Week. So if you got any new music, you can play one of your tracks.
Once Upon a Time.
You were gonna deal with that. Obviously, YouTube's gonna shout. So everyone out there on YouTube, obviously subscribe. DMD TV, DMD Podcast. Follow all the socials. DMD Podcast across all the social medias. DMDlive.co.uk. Boom, the new website is you're gonna be seeing a whole new load on the website. So go subscribe to the website, and you can download the episodes. Anyone that's around the world, in Canada, America, anywhere, you can download the episode and listen to it through the website. You can see the new pictures, new visuals, everything will be up there. So yeah, go subscribe to that button.